Streaming. And welcome everyone to another episode of Soulful Ascension Podcast. Happy Monday to you all. I trust that you are all enjoying a wonderful holiday season, festive season, had a beautiful Christmas with loved ones, family, friends, relaxing, because that's what this energy is all about, as we end 2025 and we start the new year this week. And so we also have the full moon in Cancer. It's a super moon this weekend. So that's what I'll be talking about, as well as pulling some cards on the energy and seeing what comes through and answering any questions that you may have. Thank you so much for subscribing, following, and sharing this with others. I really appreciate it. With the algorithms, it always helps. So I appreciate you supporting this channel. Okay, so this week we've got 3 more days left of 2025, and 2025 is a 9 year, but we are also completing a 9 year cycle. So think about what you started at the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, and this is what we are completing right now, this whole 9 year cycle. What projects did you start and completing? Maybe it was ending relationships, we're closing out projects, we're cleaning out stuff in our houses, garage. Everything is like being cleaned out. We're closing out from the old. We're really moving into new ways of being. And so you've got a few more days left. And as every full moon is all about letting go, releasing, letting go, and burning what no longer is in your highest good. So under this full moon, it will be super bright because it is a super moon, so it will look much bigger in the sky. And so wherever you are, do a burning this weekend. Write out all the areas in your life that may have felt like a struggle, that where you are suffering. Maybe this is health issues, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's career, business, jobs, friendships, any areas of your life, as well as looking at the family dynamics and those patterns and the old programs, the old conditioning that we were conditioned as a child. We took on a lot of programs that were passed down. This is how we do things in the family. This is the belief systems. These are the stories. These are the old paradigms. And if that doesn't fit with your belief system and it doesn't feel true to you, and it's causing some angst or health issues or mental health, especially, this is what we are burning and letting go of, and looking at the family dynamics and looking at the whole family lineage. And I know for myself, this is what I am releasing and letting go of. And this will manifest in your body. Like, I have actually injured my hand last week. I was on my bicycle, had to brake in a hurry, went over the handlebars, landed on the road, and landed on my hand. And so that was the universe's way of slowing me down. So anything that is not for your highest good, the universe will actually intervene. And if you're attached to things and holding on to things that are no longer for your highest good, the universe will actually take it away. In my case, it was the universe was stopping me to rest because I have been so, I'll use this word loosely, busy, because I've just had so many projects and I'm, closing out those projects, closing out all these to-do lists, closing out, building all my online courses and getting all of that completed, new revamped website. So it's been a lot of work and a lot of time, but that's what I'm closing out. And so over this holiday period, that this is what I've been doing. It was like, whoa, okay, I need to just stop and rest and recover. And that's what I ask you to do as well, is to really go within. And I know I've said this before, is to sit in stillness and be out in nature and really connect with all the nature spirits and the birds and the trees and just have quiet time for you, because this is a time to recalibrate and recharge for next year. 2026 will be a completely different energy. And if you in numerology, if you add up 2026, it comes to a 10. And then if 10 actually becomes a 1, 1 is all new beginnings. So everything that we are closing out from the last 9 years is what we are completing and releasing and letting go under this full moon. And we're also finishing off in Chinese astrology the year of the snake. Now that will actually change the beginning of the mid-February, and then we move into the fire horse, which is galloping. It is like full charge ahead. But I'll talk about that in another video. But right now, take a step back. Remove yourself from all the chaos, because there's a lot of external noise out there, all distracting you and taking your attention away from going within. And when you pull back your energy and really look at where in your life is out of balance, because this is why I teach the Benn method, is balance, energy, nurture, and nourish. And that's advanced self-care for the soul, because everything that we are doing on a daily basis is all comes back to balance. And are we balanced and in harmony? Our body is constantly, like my hand, it's like constantly self-regulating, self-healing, and self-balancing and coming back into homeostasis. So everything from the physical, emotional, mental, energetic, and spiritual is all about balance. And this is what Mother Earth is also doing, is rebalancing. She's doing her own cleanse and purge and rebirth as volcanoes are erupting, earthquakes, plus flooding. So because this full moon is in Cancer, it's also about nurturing and nourishing you, and we also have a lot of water, so there's a lot of flooding all over the earth in many countries. But what this is doing, and I got this message from Spirit really clearly, is when to make a diamond or any crystal, it is formed under pressure. Okay. And that's what forms the crystal or the diamond. And the last 9 years, think about your life. Think about everything that you've accomplished, everything that you've done in your life, but also your personal and spiritual growth. Acknowledge how much you've grown. Acknowledge how much you've upgraded your consciousness. And so you are the diamond. And so when the diamond comes out of the earth, it may have some dirt on it. And what we're doing is we are washing away the dirt. And this is what we are going into for 2026. It's all new beginnings. It's a whole new cycle, and we're planting new seeds. We had the new moon last week, which is a powerful new moon, but we are moving into, with the Chinese astrology, the fire horse that is galloping fast and furious forward of new beginnings. And so look at your whole life on what's been holding you back. Where are you out of balance in your life? What's been draining your energy? What's working? What's not working? Where are you out of alignment with everything that you do in your life, as well as looking at those patterns, looking at the triggers, looking at those emotional boundaries where maybe you're still saying, oh yes, I can do that, and oh yes, I'll come here, oh yes, I'll take this on. And this is where your boundary of saying no, I'm going to stop and nurture and nourish my soul. That's what my soul truly wants at the moment. And New Year's Eve is a perfect example for that. Maybe what your body is screaming out for is just rest, but peer group pressure is saying, oh, you have to come out and party until all hours of the morning. We have to do this and we have to do that. And it's like, what's your truth? What's your body asking you to do? Maybe it's just sitting at home and just having a really big, deep meditation, putting some relaxation music on, maybe having a bubble bath, maybe staring at a candle and writing out your your goals and intentions for 2026. Looking at the areas in your life that are out of alignment, especially with emotional patterns, or like I talked about last week, the people pleasing, or where you're giving your energy away, or the triggers. This is where there's maybe people who are still pushing your buttons, your emotional buttons, and you go into reaction. And so every time you're triggered is what is coming up to be healed and transmuted. And so see the triggers as a blessing. This is where it's like, wow, okay, what's this an example of? And when this could go back to childhood, and what's the emotion that comes up? And this is where doing the deep inner work will set you free. This is where the freedom and the liberation comes from. When you can look at the trigger and transmute the energy, because anything that's coming up, instead of reacting, you remain neutral. And it's like, oh, that doesn't bother me. And that's our goal. That's our ultimate goal, to be at peace in our heart and to be completely neutral, especially with family, especially with the areas where you might have been triggered in the past. Well, when you can be completely neutral and go, oh, that no longer bothers me, it no longer pushes my buttons, I'm no longer reacting, and And it's like the storm could be going on because there's a lot of chaos happening in the world. It can be swirling around you, and you are solid, grounded, centered in the eye of the storm, and you're not bothered by it. That is when you're fully in alignment with your true self and your soul. And that is what we are all being tested right now. How in alignment are you with your true, authentic self and your soul self? And this is where the ancient wisdom comes through. This is where the peace and the harmony and the coherence with the earth, the planets, the stars, the galaxies, we are all connected, and you're just like in tune with it all. You're grounded, you're in alignment with source, you're tuned in to everything that's happening, but you remain neutral and at peace, and nothing bothers you. And it's like there's, yeah, having peace and love and joy and harmony, feeling that in your heart, in your soul. Well, your soul is already there experiencing these things, but it's the mind and the ego that gets triggered or gets caught up in the chaos. And that's what we are clearing at the moment. This is why we're here having this human experience. So this full moon is a really powerful full moon to clear out all the old belief systems, the old stories, the old programs, the patterns, the childhood beliefs, the childhood patterning of the old programs, paradigms that are no longer your truth, no longer in alignment with you. And when you can shed and let that go, as we're releasing all these layers of the snake, because those old ways of being no longer fit us. It's a completely new energy that we're stepping into. 2026 is so expansive. It is so dynamic. It is just moving us in new ways of being, new ways of thinking, new ways of behaving, new lifestyle habits, new careers, new ways of working, new relationships, new soul families coming in, new everything. Maybe you're moving home. I know I'll be moving house, and this is why I'm doing a big clean out and purge and clearing out the old, because I know that where I am right now no longer fits me. And so I'll be moving house as well. And then, so this full moon, I really encourage you to get pen and paper and just do a big brain dump and set aside some time to do that and burn it under the full moon. And when you're out under the full moon, feel the moonlight just shining down over your body, through your body, cleansing your body, detoxing your body, and you can do this with the sun as well. See, this is where all the elements around us is helping us to clean out, because the sun is what is lighting up our light codes within us. And so what this is doing is upgrading our consciousness, is helping us to receive insights and downloads and information, and our psychic abilities are just expanded and on a whole nother level. And so when you take the time to just pull back from the external chaos in the world and all the drama and all the whatever's going on, and just go within and start nurturing and nourishing you, that is where your truth you'll feel it in your body. That's where all the messages come through. I've got so many new courses that are on my website right now, and in January the first one is Return to Light, and this will be an actual 5-day challenge that I'll be taking you through for this course. So you get access to the course as well as live with me for 5 days. I'll put the link underneath because this is the only course I'll be doing this with. For a 5-day challenge to kickstart, because what we're doing is we are returning to the light within us, returning to our light, clearing out the density, clearing out the shadows, clearing out the toxicity, the heaviness, any of the struggle, the suffering, just cleaning it all out, purging it out. This is the snake skin that we have shed. So this is why this full moon is so important, because we're looking at every aspect of our life as well as what's going on internally, our emotional, all our emotions, looking at what's coming up to be released. And so this is why anything that is heavy, dense, out of alignment is coming to the surface to be released. So please, please, please do not numb it out. Do not go to your addiction and start doing whatever your addiction, maybe it's scrolling, maybe it's food, alcohol, drugs, whatever. It's feel it. This is why it's coming up to be released. Remember, emotion is just energy in motion. It is energy that's been caught in the body, maybe from many, many lifetimes ago, and it's coming up to be released. And if you're like me, I've been healing my family lineage and all the ancestors on my mum's side and my dad's side. So this is what this is all about. It's like I'm no longer carrying that load anymore. I'm releasing and letting go, because that was a big message for me. It's like, nope, it's not my job to be doing all this healing work, trying to and really pulling back my energy on how much I give out. So have a think about your own life and look at what is draining your energy, what no longer works for you, and where are you suffering or struggling? What are you struggling with? And journal on that. And then are you in alignment with your dreams, with your vision, with your intentions? And this is what we are moving. We're moving out of the struggle. We're moving into ease and grace. And really, it's everything always works out for me. So keep saying everything always works out for me. There's going to be so many emotional breakthroughs of revelations, the truths coming to the surface. We're coming home to who we truly are, and that is exciting. It's what this energy is all about. It's very expansive. It's very, we also have Jupiter that's influencing this full moon. So that's why it's super bright, but it's bright light shining on the darkness for you to actually see the patterns and the darkness and the density, to then go, whoa, that's no longer working for me. I choose to let it go. And then you're telling the universe, I've cleared this out. Now I'm ready for the new to come in. So I'm going to choose a card from the Keepers of Light, and these are all the Ascended Masters. And this is a beautiful, very powerful deck. I mean, I love all my decks. And though over this holiday period, I really encourage you to connect with nature, to go outside, connect with whatever nature, connect with the earth, and whether it's snowing where you are or whether you're in the southern hemisphere and at the beach. This is a time of grounding because I know the energy is really intense right now, and it is a very intense energy of bringing up a lot of stuff. So this is where the grounding and your spiritual practices are so important right now. It truly is. You will feel it in your body. Maybe your sleep is interrupted. Maybe it's you're thinking about things that you haven't thought about before. This is where the revelations, the ideas, and it's like, whoa, okay, yeah, this is so clear now, and this is what my new steps are. So, okay, oh, that one just flipped over. Okay, this is Hilarion. It's all about divine healing, and that's what we're all going through right now. This is connecting to the divine. This is healing all those old patterns and wounds. This is what we came here for our soul's growth and evolution. So it's just perfect. I mean, perfect message on this. It says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So that's exactly what we are just talking about. It's about you recharge and go within and slow down to feel what needs to heal for you, and then you can support others. So the message is you are ready to move beyond energies or situations that are no longer helpful to you and make space in your life for something more purposeful. You may feel a real need for clearing out, not just mentally or emotionally, but physically too. This is a sense that you are moving beyond challenges and forging golden opportunities from stagnant or unhappy experiences. It's important to recognize that you are like a magician at this time with the ability to use your thoughts, will, and actions to bring about life fulfilling and dream enhancing opportunities. It's important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear, because what you give your energy to will literally begin to flourish. Call on holy amethyst to help you focus on golden opportunities. So that is when you clear out all the old. There's so much abundance waiting for you, new opportunities, new possibilities, new soul family, new relationships, new jobs, new businesses, new ideas. There's so much coming out, down and downloading for you, because the universe always provides, but your job is to clear out the clutter emotionally, mentally, energetically, spiritually, and physically. Clean out everything to create space for the new. So, Hilarion, that is a perfect message to wrap up everything that we've just been discussing here. And in this quiet time, I really strongly get that this is a time of like slowing down, but self-regulating our nervous system, because we're closing out the 9 years, right? We have been go, go, go. We've been doing a lot of shedding, clearing, but we need to really go deep and self-regulate our nervous system, get into the parasympathetic nervous system to calm everything down, because a lot of us have been running on the fight and flight, a lot of stress, a lot of pushing, driving, burning out our adrenals, which was also my past 9 years. So this is where it's about self-regulate and come back more into balance and balance out your nervous system, and include more breathing, meditation practices, connecting with nature, bare feet on the ground, connect with the earth, connect with all the elements around us, because we are all provided for. And so it's just slowing down to listen. And we're going through this massive big rebirth. So it's not a time to be running right now. This is a time of recalibration and realigning and releasing and letting go, and burning away under the full moon. So Archangel Michael is here. I'm going to choose a card from Archangel Michael deck. Interesting. Whew. So what is the message from Archangel Michael? The message I get, oh, my nose is now itchy, is with all this ending and completion and closing out, a lot of souls are also going to be ending their contract here. So prepare for that emotionally, especially with loved ones. And because there's a grieving process, but a lot of souls are ending their contract here on earth and will be leaving. I also sense it with all the weather changes happening around the world in every country, um, is there's going to be more natural disasters where that will take out some souls. And I remember many years ago when the tsunami hit, I think it was in the South Pacific, and many souls sacrificed their life to go at that time. And so with natural disasters, there's some souls that have that contract and agreement that, okay, I will leave via this experience. And that's what they put their hand up for. So I hope that helps, especially with those um, that have passed over or are about to pass over, and you know it in your heart, okay? Because it is, that the human part of us needs to grieve that, and feel those emotions, though be gentle and kind and compassionate with yourself, okay? Really important. Um, and yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Okay, I'm going to choose a card from Archangel Michael. And what message do you have? Go forward fiercely. So this is your message, to go forward fiercely. And So call in Archangel Michael and say, thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. And that is exactly what we are moving into. It's a perfect card for moving into 2026 because the energy in 2026 will be so fast and furious and massive, and we're going to be starting with the fire horse, which is being unstoppable and fearless and moving forward rapidly on our horse, and all the fears, all the emotional baggage of anything that you're still carrying now, that's what we're releasing. So through the month of January, we'll still be purging out and releasing, but by February, it is go time. So that's the energy we're moving into. But this full moon, which is the first full moon of 2026, is like, what else? What else needs to be let go of? What else do I need to clean out? What else am I ready to let go of in regards to attachments to people, things, physical items, jobs, whatever the attachment is, let it all go. Because if you're holding on, the universe will take it off you. And so have no attachments to the outcome. Just trust, go within, and know that you are being guided every step of the way. And all your job is to listen to your higher self, listen to the higher consciousness, and just follow the breadcrumbs. And if you feel inspired to go this way, well, go that way and explore and see what the universe has got waiting for you there. And or you may feel inspired to do this. So make the choices and decisions that make you feel good, that excite you, that really bring you joy, and that is moving you in the aligned way forward, and operating in a new way of being. And that's what we're moving into right now. It's exciting new beginnings. Trust me, it is so magical. Many miracles are unfolding. Everything is, the universe has our back. So trust that. Trust and have faith. We are all being guided. We're all in this together, and we are. Uh, the earth is truly a magical place when you look at the beauty in versus the density. I will end on that note. Enjoy your New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. Enjoy the full moon. Enjoy the burning. Enjoy this week of holidays, of rest and recovery and recalibration and just quiet time. Just and enjoy whatever you are doing, and take some time out to nurture and nourish you. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for following me, subscribing, and sharing it with others. I'm so grateful. And thank you for sharing this whole journey with me. And may the rest of 2025 be so much blessed with much love, peace, joy, and harmony. I'll see you next Monday. Bye for now.